Hey guys, this is Jeremiah with StoneBlueAirlines, and today we're taking a look at the CB86. It's a LiPo. Actually, I think it's a LiPo balance charger, but we won't get too technical on that department. It's a 8-port balance charger from Best Hobby Mall, and we'll go ahead and take a look at what's inside the box. Not a whole lot. Charger. We've got power cable. Well, this doesn't go exactly with that. And then we've got a basic manual. All right, now let's see what we need to actually hook this thing up. Included, or I should say purchased with this, is this is the power supply. This is a 12 volt, 30 amp output, and can run on 110 and 220. Seems to be well made. I need to make sure I'm on the right voltage here when get this thing all set up. 110 to 220 volt is selected by switch before power on. Please check input voltage, avoid damage. Alright, now that I actually paid attention to what I was reading here, slider, there's a teeny little slider inside, slide it towards the 115 volt or the 230 volt. So it looks to be already moved in the correct position, so everything should be set up already. All I'm going to need to do is attach my power that's going to go on the wall, and then tap in for the charger itself. This is a balanced charger. It's got 4 ports in the front and an additional 4 ports on the back, so you can charge up to 8 batteries. This is going to be great. So let me go ahead and get this thing wired in. We'll take a look at what the system looks like powered up. Alright, so we've got the CB86 Pro Charger wired in, following it around. Our power supply, the 3 inputs on this side are going to be our positive. The 3 after are going to be negative. Not sure what this symbol is. And then we've got our positive, negative for our input going into the wall. Alright, now that we're all wired up, I'm going to go ahead and set it up officially and power the system up. Alright, so I've got everything stacked where I think I want to have it for charging. And then what I can do here, I've got the power supply, and then as need be, I'll just drop down the charger, plug my batteries in front or back if I need to. If I've got long enough leads here on a battery, I can probably just leave it in its place. Alright, I've got it plugged in, and I do like to run things through just at least a surge protecting power strip, and then when I'm not using it, I can quickly, easily just shut it down, make sure no current is going to it when I'm not using it. Alright, as you can see, we're getting power to the power supply. It does have a fan unit that'll cycle on if it gets a little too warm from amp draw. And we'll take a look here at the charger. The charger is powered up. Looks like we have input voltage of 12.26 volts, and we don't have anything plugged in yet, so let's go ahead and put a battery in. Alright, so I've got 2 batteries plugged in, and we're ready to do some charging here. There's a couple different settings, so let me go ahead and show you what we're looking at here. Right on this area right here, we're going to basically be able to change our modes: discharge, cycle charge, current battery voltage, it'll step through that. Parallel charge, where we can have multiple batteries, and what it's going to do is if it's the same 3-cell, 4-cell, and they're discharged roughly the same amount, it'll go through and do a parallel charge through all of them and do a balance charge on those. And then we are back. So let me go ahead and set this to parallel charge, hit OK. I can set what I want my final voltage to be per cell, my amperage used in charging, and right now I was charging at a max of 1.5 amps. I normally do a slow charge when I'm not rushed to basically get back out to the field or anything, and since this is going to be a home charger and get most of my batteries tested and ready for the next flight, I'll go ahead and charge them slow. Plus I can put on a number of batteries, let it run through. Right here we've got basically the beep on or off. Leave it on because you're going to want to know basically when the batteries are finished charging. Pretty straightforward. And then you can check any individual. Basically you've got 8 ports, 4 and 4, and allows you to go through and check those. So that's pretty much it. Everything is really straightforward on this and easy to use. From there we have our stop button, and if we go ahead and hit start, it'll go into parallel charge mode, and the fan kicks on, and it's going to go through and start checking the cells. And when it's in parallel charge mode, you want to have the first balance port on the outside, the second battery balance port on the farthest outside, so they basically mimic each other. And then I think for the third one you do it on the inside, and then kind of steps the procedure from there. So far, been really happy with this charger. It's worked really, really well. All right, so we're in the cycle charge mode. What's nice about this feature is I can just plug a bunch of different batteries in. Really doesn't matter what milliamp they are or what cell count they are. And in this mode, the charger is just gonna cycle through and basically start working on any given battery that's in the lineup. So we're gonna go ahead and hit start. First two here are thrown in. I've got these basically set so that they'll parallel, since they're the same type of battery. They'll start being worked on right away. And then the third battery, which is a little bit smaller, will get worked on after that. And what's nice is it's gonna start giving me a countdown. I'm going to be able to easily monitor these, and when, let's say, this battery is finished charging, it's going to beep, the light's going to go off, and it's going to move right over to the next one if it's not finished, followed by the third, followed by the fourth, and if I need any more than that. So far I charged up to 4 batteries at one time just because that's all I had and needed to get tested, and this little charger has worked fantastic. It's balanced the cells perfectly, and definitely done a better job than any other charger I've had up to date so far. And I've had a couple, quick basic chargers, and then I've had a few other little nice ones, and this one really is set up very nice. The other thing too, again, with this power supply is you could piggyback this if you needed additional chargers running off of it, or you had a couple extra smaller ones that you wanted to run, or honestly just some accessories at the workbench. You could easily power a number of things with this setup. Just a great charger. Been extremely happy with it. It's quiet, doesn't make a ton of noise. The fans haven't kicked on. I mean, I know I'm not really pushing it, but so far, so good. And it's got, I would say, already at least 10 hours worth of charging on it, and not one issue at all. One last thing here before I wrap up the video. Did want to make sure that people knew this is a LiPo, lithium ion, and Li-Fi battery charger. It can take all 3 battery options, so great balanced charger. It will go up to 6S, and yeah, really nice LCD screen. And the cycle charge mode, again, is charge 1 battery at a time, or parallel charge mode, charging all batteries simultaneously. So a great system there. You just have to have the batteries drained before you plug it into that mode. All right, guys, any questions, go ahead and hit me up in the comment section below the video, and we'll see you next time on Stone Blue Airlines.